What's up, my diecast friends? Hope everyone's doing well out there. Mail call time again. I wasn't expecting anything. Just some super kind acts of kindness just came my way with a couple mail calls here. I will tell you though, the funny coincidence between these two mail calls is both of them are from a couple of my favorite customizers out there. Favorite customizers meaning these two guys have like the same vision on a lot of stuff that I have, because when I see stuff that they create or showing that they're working on, I'm always just in awe of how cool they are, because it's like, I like that. I like the direction you're going with that. It's very cool. So it's just cool to see customizers do fun stuff like that. And the one customizer I'm talking about is SubieDiecastCustoms. I'll pop up stuff here so you guys can know to go check these guys out. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, especially this other guy because he's from Hawaii. Well, guess what? Who else could I be talking about? That's New Collector. So Subie's was a complete total surprise. I wasn't expecting anything from him. So we'll check out this big old box that he sent me here. So he must have really hooked me up with something. So we'll crack that open. And then, like I said, the other one was from my boy. You know, sometimes I don't know if these guys want me to say their names. I don't know. So I'll just call them by their channel names. My boy New Collector out there in Hawaii, he hooked me up with something. This was something that he had shown, and we'll get the lighting a little bit better here. This is something that he had shown on his channel, and said that, you know, if anyone was looking to trade or was interested in it, because he wasn't really feeling it. And this is one of those things that when I initially saw it, I fell in love with it because it's a particular casting that I've always loved. And I maybe recently, I think I actually picked up one of these in RLC form, this is an RLC form of that casting, but a different form. And I fell in love with it just in pictures. But, you know, as I always say on this channel, you never know until you really hold something in hand. But either way, it was a gift he sent to me. And to be honest, when my friends or any one of you, if you ever send me something, if it's something I'm looking for, or you help me out and hook me up with something maybe I've been wanting, you're going to get something back. That's just the way I am, because, you know, it's just fun that way. It's fun giving, and it's fun like surprising people with stuff, and that's kind of what these packages are. So we'll crack these open, but being that it's from two customizers, and we'll keep the fun customizing stuff going here. And I know you guys haven't seen really too much from me lately with customs, because I try to get some put together first, you know, before I show you guys. So I'm not just saying, look at this one custom. So I'll just go ahead and share one with you that I wrapped up and see what you guys think of it. So a little story behind this. This is the, oh God, what's this, 2018, 2019 Copo Camaro, the drag style one. I've been wanting to get a premium version of this because I like to just build metal base customs. And finally, recently, hold on. Good Lord, my diecast collection is a mess right now trying to organize stuff. You know when you try to put stuff away in specific cases and boxes, and then those boxes become full, so now you don't know what to do, so you have to create like a second box to store stuff? That's why I don't open everything, because my God, I need a warehouse to put everything in. But anyways, back to the Camaro. This was what was finally hitting recently at some Walmarts, if you're lucky enough, and I wouldn't have slept on this one. This one's very cool because these are premium. This is why I like these for customs, you know, metal base. Every now and then certain exclusive sets, certain cars out of the set will be metal base. Well, this one was. This car is really heavy. But you're getting a premium. Yeah, I know it doesn't have real riders, but you're going to customize it anyway and take those off. So you're at least getting a premium for half the price. So, yeah, this 2018 Copo Camaro finally released in a premium form, so I was able to get my hands on one and customize one. So I made this. I made a drag, and I sort of put a little piece of acrylic, glued that into the case there, so you sort of get that little drag effect. So I put like a candy green custom paint job on there. This wasn't a specific decal kit. Like typically what I like to do is just use a bunch of different chopped up decals and create my own livery here. And that's exactly what I did. Also, I like to add a few little stickers to the case to kick them up a notch there a little bit. But yeah, this is what I came up with. It's a 2018 Copo Camaro. We'll get you a little bit closer there. The base is painted a black metallic. Like I said, all the decals. I could not find headlight decals or taillight decals for this specific casting. But then I was looking at the original, and they're not that great. Look at that. They're just sort of blobbed on there. Taillights, you can barely see anything, so I just hand painted mine on there. I did install a 3D printed drag chute. I noticed a lot of drag chutes had like a little red tag hanging off of them, so I added that. And there's a little logo on the back. You guys see that? Nice and tiny, but you know what it is. Oh yeah, there's little additions too. A little arrow pointing down there. Hoosier racing tire. I made a carbon fiber windshield banner. Added like the bombs on the hood there. I did blast some 2K onto this. I finally mixed up a little 2K and sprayed it on a few customs. So came out nice and glassy, but yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know you guys haven't seen too. Oh yeah, I guess I did some interior stuff there too. I don't know, can't even get in there and see that. I believe there's a custom steering wheel in there. Let's see, let's try something here. Can we get a light on? Sorry guys. Yeah, there's a few little custom details in there. The shifter, steering wheel. It's hard to see on some of these particular castings because the windows are so short. And the front wheels, those are the, what were those? The monoblock wheels, and the rears were actually from those Plymouth Savoy drag cars that were out there. Those are super sweet drag tires for any kind of drag build that you want to make. So yeah, I like those. I think I used those on the that Cherry Bomb custom that I did recently that Steve got. I believe I used those on the back. I can't remember. So anyways, that's a custom that I wrapped up recently, but I promise I'll show you guys some more as soon as I get some wrapped up. Not every custom goes as smooth and planned as always. Sometimes I start something and then I'm not happy with it and I move on to something else. I have been doing a lot of wheel swaps lately, but this is about mail calls and we're going to get into those. I'll show you some wheel swaps over here later, but we'll get through some of these mail calls. We'll open up this one first from my boy New Collector over there in Hawaii. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Oh, yes. That's always the part that makes me so happy when I get to represent these guys and they have stickers. If you guys don't know and you're not following, you're crazy. If you think my customs are even good, this guy is outstanding. So is Subie, but you know, both these guys are incredible. You need to follow both of them. We'll get to Subie's package here in a minute, but New Collector just does super crispy clean customs. Just really stellar work. I'm always admiring his work. Really good looking stuff. So that's who this package is from here. I'm not saying I got a custom from him, but either way, you need to go check out his channel. So, yep, this is what he sent me here. Oh, wait, something else in here? Oh, brother. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Sometimes when I send stuff to other customers, I always forget. It's like oh, boy. Sorry, guys. I put Carlomos on this. This thing is getting a little out of hand on me. I got some other goodies in this box here. I got some other goodies in the box. And then we'll pop this beauty open and we'll all get a look at it together because I still haven't seen it. Very nice. He hooked me up with some Real Riders, which Very cool. We got some TEs. Some black TEs. Very, very, very cool. I swear I have these. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. Those look good on everything. This is a little surprise bag here. He's got all kinds of little surprises in here. I don't know what this stuff is. Oh. Oh. From my trip to Japan a couple years ago, I got extras. Oh my goodness. If you guys don't know, I love Japan and anything to do with Japan, whether it's little vinyl figures. I got Godzilla over here. I got all kinds of little eccentric little things from Japan I absolutely love. So the fact that from my trip to Japan a couple years ago, I got extras. This is going to be cool. Oh wow, look at this. An opening door R32. From Tamika, of course. I believe that's a very, very popular. That is cool. That is super cool. That is super cool. Right-hand drive. Sorry guys, don't have you in focus there. I don't have anything in my collection, I believe that's Tomika or Tomy, so that is super cool. Yep, I love that. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate the wheels too. That's always fun to have. This, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's got a little case. So I'm going to think it's some sort of customizing stuff, which is always cool to have.
1 hour later.
It's cotton. It's a bunch of cotton so you can make smoke. No, I'm just joking. There's got to be something in here, right? Oh, 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 oh. Very careful, very careful. That was it. A little... Oh, sorry, guys. All right, I got it now. Tell you what, 164 stuff is tiny. So he hooked me up with a little custom steering wheel here. Very nice. That's a really nice steering wheel too. I actually got a guy off of eBay that I've been getting 3D parts from, and he just started making some 3D print steering wheels, which actually are very similar to this. I'll pop up his name so you guys could find some too, but yeah, very cool. Very cool. Thank you, sir. And now, let's get to some extra fun stuff. And check this bad boy out. I swear, no matter how fast I go, these videos always end up becoming a little long. But hey, I'm not making videos nonstop every day. Oh, look at it already. 959. I love the Porsche 959. It's always been my favorite Porsche. You know, as growing up, we all had that poster on the wall of a certain car. Mine was the Lamborghini Countach F40 and the Porsche 959. And I bet back then, we probably all had like the same poster, so. And I'm not like a huge Golf fan. I love the livery, but I don't have anything Golf livery, so boom. I'm seeing it with you guys for the first time here too, so. Nice. I personally, I like this. I think this is a stellar piece. I think it's super cool. Super, super cool. I love it. It's got the 5.9 to represent. I feel like these cases are probably hard to pop apart sometimes, so don't want to crack it and risk a spill. Golf 959 on the plate. I absolutely love it, man. This jazz music getting a little loud over here. Yeah, this is beautiful. Just a beautiful RLC. And the only one I have, so as far as what being my favorite Porsche casting, so of the 959, actually, as funny as it is to mention, I've actually been picking up some cool vintage stuff recently because I know everyone's hot on all the new newest stuff coming out lately, and I am too. I get it, but man, some of this cool vintage stuff out there is really flying under the radar right now as far as the prices go, if you keep up with some of it. So I've been picking up some cool vintage stuff lately for good deals, thinking about making customs with them because I love the 959, but you know, RLC versions, I don't want to chop up one of those for a custom, but I found some cool vintage stuff recently. I'll show you that real quick. As soon as I get off my butt, I'm going to show you guys a cool vintage haul stuff that I've been picking up. But you remember when Hot Wheels was doing ugly stuff like this? I mean, come on, to find something this era still on card. Because, like I said, I was looking for a 959 to do a custom with. And, well, there's Igor. Oh, goodness. But it still has the spoiler that has the gap in between, which is what I was wanting. I was wanting a metal base. And this was like, I don't know, less than $10. Look at the craziness from 1992. Wow. Some wild looking stuff back then. Did that bring back memories and nostalgia or what? So yeah. I grabbed that and a few other things from this eBay seller and, you know, got all the shipping and stuff pretty cheap. So, yeah, I got a bunch of these cool vintage stuff. But like I said, that's a whole different haul I want to share with you guys. Let's get into Subie's mail call. Real quick, I found this last night, and this is the new J case, 560 SEC AMG, and one of my favorite castings of all time, probably like top 5, along with the new F40. But I was so excited to get my hands on one of these. I think this is probably the best colorway they've came up with recently. And being I was showing you guys some customs, I just had to wheel swap one immediately. I absolutely love this car. If you guys haven't got one of these in hand, the paint job is just incredible. For a $1 car, this thing is perfect. Just a quick little wheel swap on there. Nothing fancy, just it's perfect. Just like that. Love this car. God, I can't wait to see if they actually come out with this thing in premium. Alright. Mr. Subie, what did you send me? I will say the box took some sort of a hit, but structurally it seems pretty sound. So, Subie, I don't know if you have stickers. I wish you did. That would be cool. I will say that another thing that Subie's incredible at, and it's probably why his customs look so good, is his art. So that would be pretty neat if you added some art in here, because I love his artwork. You guys could check out his channel. Again, I'll pop up some stuff here so you can check it out. Thank you for the Red Edition Civic. I sent him, he was looking for a Red Edition Civic, and I happen to have good luck with some recently, so I went ahead and sent him some. Thank you for the Red Edition Civic. Here are some goodies in return. As soon as you mentioned wanting an F40, which I was really hot on that. I know this was coming, and I know those were hard to find. They were, so apparently that's what's in this box. These were probably the most difficult basic in all the years I've ever tried to find, and I'm sure you guys already saw I instantly had to wheel swap one. So some 3D printed wheels I bought off a seller on eBay, and yeah, just a really cool looking car right out of the box for a basic. So either way, that's all I had. So another version would be awesome, Subie, so it would be greatly appreciated. Wow, you know what's funny, Subie? I've never seen anybody package these little hard corners in a box, but coincidentally it's good that you did, because everything in here survived, even that hit to the side. So that's kind of funny. That's a kind of funny coincidence that you added those in there. And I'm already seeing stuff in bubble wrap, guys, that is awesome, and I don't have. I see a 2-pack in there that I know I don't have. Ooh, did you give me a custom? Ooh, pop this open. Ooh, it's a little metal base too. Little wheel swap action custom maybe here. Forgive me if I get it wrong. I'm thinking that this is maybe an ultra hot wheel swap. It is sealed up in here good. Again, guys, check out Subie's Customs. they're stellar. New collector's customs, incredible. Yeah, look at that. That looks really good. I believe this was an ultra hot. I'm gonna guess, with a absolutely perfect wheel choice swap on it. Yeah, ultra hots are fun to customize. Yeah, it looks really good. And it's metal base. You know I like that metal base. Look at that. You see that? He didn't even drill this out. So that is super duper clean. Super duper clean. Love that.
That boy is good.
That's some clean work right there. Like I said, these guys are very talented. Very talented. Oh man, Subie hooked it up. Looking out for another customizing brother. Decals. New collector hooked me up with wheels. I could damn near build a car here with all the stuff you guys gave me. Subie, you really threw some stuff in this box, brother. Look at this big old pile. I can tell you right off the bat, I never found this 2-pack. I know I didn't find this 2-pack. Yeah, this right here, this is killer. I never found this. Let me make a little room here, guys. Subie, you packed this very well, and everything made it perfect, so that's a killer 2-pack. Either, you know, we always say, oh, we never saw that, Mary. We never saw it. But, you know, truthfully, as hunters, we all know that it only takes a moment for certain things to pop up, and then, phew, it's gone. I mean, it only takes a morning for a whole case of something to disappear, and this is gorgeous. Beautiful RSR 240 and Sylvia. Never ever found these. Thank you. That is killer. That's way cool right there. Super cool. All right, off the top here, boom, there she is. Now, how did you find yours? Ooh, you got a US case. See, I didn't have any chance finding any US case stuff. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for me walking up in that grocery store that day and finding that international case, I was not going to find any of these. Yeah, you definitely put in work to catch this US case. That is killer. So, boom. I got an extra for a custom now. I want to do a full custom on one. I'm trying to feel out some ideas here. And we got a couple Car Culture Premiums here. Got the infamous race day set that, my goodness, has started to craze everybody after that. That pink Roxy. So this is another cool choice, Subie, because I didn't get this car. And it's funny because if I had to pick one other car out here other than the Porsche, it actually would have been the BMW, but I just never picked it up. And it does look good. So with the Watanabes on there and the wide body, this looks tough. Very cool. Oh no, the 2-pack getting crunched. That could fit. We'll move this over here. And another stellar silhouettes. I'd say that this whole set was fire. But yeah, who can't use one of these for a custom? This is easily one of my favorite castings to use to make for customs. And the odds are, Subie, this will turn into one. And I've actually got one stripped right now. This I'd really love to customize sometime. That is a really cool piece. That was slept on. The fact that that was still on the pegs, obviously all the Porsches were pulled up. The McLaren, I love it, but something about plastic roof cars. And that was another thing with the other Ferrari that was released. What was it called? The SF90 with that plastic roof. I wasn't really feeling that one. And honestly, I never even spotted it. This was the only other Ferrari I ever found, along with the, what was that other one, the GTB? That was it. So I don't know if that case skipped me or whatever, but either way, the F40, that was the one that I wanted. Subie, this was incredible, brother. Absolutely incredible. Guys, I'm going to let you go here. It's going on way too long. I just wanted to show a little appreciation and love for these guys. And You guys got to go check out both these channels. If you're not and you love customs, then you're sleeping. You got to get on it. Both these guys do incredible customs. Subie recently posted a picture of one of these. I think he did in like a Spectraflame red carbon fiber rear spoiler. I mean, just clean. Exactly the type of customs I really, really love. New Collector does just, like I said, just super, super clean, intricate, beautiful custom work. You got to go check him out too. So, all right, guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys, especially you two guys sending me these packages. You're getting something in return because, Subie, you went way overboard sending me way too many cool things. New Collector, I'm going to get you back for that golf. That was awesome. Awesome surprise. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys. Good luck on the hunt out there. Hope you guys are finding what you're looking for. And take it easy.